Here for Lala.
He does. In fairness, God wants.
Wait, Rabs. Let him finish, then you get to go, and then this point's done.
Yeah. So he wants to say that follows. If he wanted it, no, that doesn't follow. Jesus can have conflicting desires. He can want them to know all things that are true. He can want them to know all things that are good, do all things that are right, be saved, and none of that comes to pass. Or at least a lot of it doesn't. That is not the same as saying that he's accountable. Or you don't get to say he's accountable. You don't know that. You don't know that. He didn't intend it unless you knew that he was. Then you could say that he did it, and then the question is that even wrong? That's a further question. But you don't get to just say that he did that. Done. Go ahead, Ralph.
So either Jesus wants them to perceive him as a male or a female,
Which you don't know.
or he doesn't. Wait, that's fine. Or so he either wants them to perceive him as a female, or he does not want them to perceive him as a female. One of those two things is true. So in those cases, if they perceive him as a female, either it's the case that Jesus was not powerful enough to make his will come through, or it's the case that he was being deceptive. So I will choose the Christian answer and say, God wanted, in your hypothetical, God would have wanted to have all power. He was all powerful, because that's the power of God. Now, I could say God wants to be deceptive, but I'm going to say instead, I'm going to say God's all powerful, and therefore they're deceived, right? So you can say God's not all powerful, and therefore He couldn't make them perceive one way or the other. That's also fine. But I just want God to be all powerful. If you're saying God does not have the power to make them deceive one way or the other, that's fine. Just say that. Jesus did not have the power to make himself perceived in the way he chose to be perceived.
Yeah, listen to your flound Bindrum response, okay? Absolutely, flound Bindrum. Okay? It's not a dichotomy. It isn't that it's either the case that he's all powerful and he wanted them to be this way, and so they were, or he's not all powerful and they became that way on their own or whatever, and then he didn't. Okay? No, that's not it. Not at all. He can be all powerful, and it's the case that he gives them the freedom to interact with things, come to improper conclusions, etc., and still desire that they don't. That's called the third incorrect option, Rapscuttle. And so when they actually determine that he is a woman, he did not, there's nothing about what I said, nothing about what I stipulated, that he deceived them intentionally, or did any of that made them to be deceived. You said he did deceive them, and you didn't substantiate it, and this is why you're an absolute...
I'll try it again. So could he, if he had desired to make it such that his perception was that of a female, or sorry, of that of a male, could he have succeeded such that when they looked at it,
I don't want to...
Let me finish the question.
Finish the question, Rapscuttle. Andrew's going to answer the question, then we're done. No more responses.
Makes sense. I believe in that.
Like a woman. Thank you.
Totally believe that. If Jesus wanted to, could he have appeared as clear as someone 3 feet away from these people, such that they knew, as much as he was standing 3 feet away from him, what gender he was? Is that possible that Jesus could have done that? Did he have power to do that?
I think he had the causal power to do something like that, yep. Now, that's irrelevant.
There we go.
We're done.
That's fine.
But it's a tacky rabbit.
I'm finishing my answer. I'm finished my answer though. That's true, but just notice that he still said, based on what I stipulated, that it's the case that Jesus deceived those people when they concluded that, and he doesn't have the information to say that. He is just an absolute horrible reasoner, as he normally is, and there we go. Love you, Reps. Got a kiss.
Hate you, Andy.
Hi,
Quit
Nirna.
attacking
How
me.
are you, Nirna?
Quit
Good to see
attacking
you.
Rabbit. Stop it.
Okay, and we are done with that.
Okay, James, I'd like you to meet my good friend Myrna.
I know her. Baby JK. That was her name.
That was her name, J.K. Tooley.
JK Tooley, baby JK.
What did Tooley mean, Myrna?
He was my favorite author.
Is it like Michael Tooley?
No, you dumbass.
Okay. Would you drop a hot 16 for us, Myrna?
She's not happy with you right now. And she's like letting you have her.
Myrna does get kind of upset at me sometimes.
This is the longest conversation you've ever had with Rob Scuttle?
No, I've had one where I spanked him for a very long time. But this was just a quick little couple spankings he needed. Was it 3 in a row? He was wrong on Mark 6:5. He's wrong on the woman, the faith flowing through her, or flowing, through his garment, all that. The power flowing through his garment. And then he was wrong on, or he said something very stupid about, Jesus deceiving these people who mistook him for only from afar. Anyway, 3 spankings in a row. Love you, Rapscuttle. Kisses.
Just to be clear, if whatever, I have stuff.
Deepak. I love that, Deepak, like the most not, like, partially committed. You're like, just to be clear, actually, I got stuff to do.
I would like to say you're all going to hell.
Thank you, Mars.
Going to offer Has Been Hotel Season 1 for all the Calvinists out there. It is an awesome cartoon to watch. Definitely should watch.
Well, that's kind of you, P-Mars, to think of that. I'm wondering how you got back up on stage.
That'd be because Deepak wouldn't invite anybody else.
So Andrew, when I do decide to end this room in a little, are you going to go start your own or go to Chillism? Also, I hope you don't get evicted from where you live, Andrew, from all this yelling. Because you definitely got hyped a few times tonight. Has this week been the most hyped week you've been on Clubhouse for a while? Converse, you're with Andrew. You were with him quite a bit. Is this the most hyped he's been in a long time?
No.
No. Okay.
Lord Fraser, we know you have the bruises worth of time. Hand them over and explain the castle. They are not here, your royal highness. Look.
Very nice with no yelling.
I will open the gate.
One step
Here, where's Robin?
Highness, I don't know.
Where are his wife and daughter?
They left for Timbury on Tuesday.
Where's your brother?
I swear I don't know.
You forced my hand, Leo. Your Highness, I swear! Your please, I swear. I swear.
Where's the Bruce?
I don't know. Are you both up for all to see what becomes of those who support the outlaw Bruce? Take the women to England, seize all his land, leave him with nothing. Lord for...
They'll work a little bit longer.
So what was the conclusion? I forgot real quick.
There,
Was it something I did?
I'll give people a few minutes for like a final thought if they would like to. Everyone wants to come up and give a final thought.
I love Ryan. I love Ryan Mullins. I agree with Ryan Mullins on ontology that like God has an unchanging essence, and he also has accidental properties. So it's probably hard for you guys to like wrap your analytic brains around this, but God can change, and God can't change at the same time, right? Isn't that wild? Yeah.
Image change.
Thank you, P. Mars, for those thoughts. Okay, P. Mars is done. And I sent you the invite after I saw your hand get raised. Final thoughts.
Mirna believes in God now. Isn't that awesome?
Oh, that is nice.
Lie.
You believe in God now?
Untrue. It's untrue.
No. Hey, Mirna, you told me that you're adopting a theistic view, but there's some weird theistic view. What was it? Mirna? Mirna.
Shut it.
Andrew, you unwrapped so today.
Oh, brother, it was straight slavery. I know.
Horrible. Andrew, can we go back to listen on that? I want to see.
I really might. I might have to. If you want. Yeah. Yeah, I might have to put it on. Let me try it.
Trigger all those people.
Let me see what you guys think here. Hold on, let me put it on here real quick.
Okay, thanks, bud.
Real quick.
Andrew, you're turning into a degenerate.
No, Congress, it's okay. Congress, you're acting like, don't be on like, so it's like, why are you putting Andrew on such a pedestal as if he wasn't already like this?
Yeah.
I just
Yeah,
like-
exactly. Exactly right.
Yeah.
Here, let me tell me what you think of my picture. Converse, what do you think?
Do your own research and like just look it up and be like, oh my god, like this video is full of a bunch of fucking bullshit. And then in actuality, these videos have been refuted because
I
they
don't know
show
which
how
one's more attractive.
William Carey
The reason I like
been
it
and a guy like 30
is
years
because
later
they think I do
advanced
customs.
technology.
So it's a
Fucking
twofold
amazing.
thing.
You should be proud of that.
They think I like the
There's,
mango
like,
person, right?
realists like
So that's
that.
one thing. But then they also
Things
think
that
I
are
say,
stopping
no,
surgery for
or cataracts. Like you can hold your head on that. There was a woman who invented that. It was a black woman. The Thermo King, like I said, for refrigerated semi-trucks.
Video games,
Refrigerated transportation has modernized the entire world. Where
gas
you can take
mask,
fucking
washer and
beef
dryer.
from Texas and you can ship it to places like fucking Japan or fucking Germany, and these people can eat the same beef that came from fucking Germany, and you don't have to cover it in fucking salt because we have refrigeration systems. That was invented by fucking the guy from Thermo King.
It wasn't Thermo
Like, you should
King.
tote that out all the.
It wasn't Thermo King. It was actually Frederick Jones, who, in conjunction with Birdseye,
Yeah, it was.
Birdseye discovered a way to flash freeze. Hold on. Birdseye discovered a way to flash freeze, but Frederick Jones figured out the way to transport that through refrigerated railroad cars to deliver it all to the South.
Yeah, and it ended up later on
Hold on,
becoming.
dude. I let you speak, so hold
No,
on.
I already read all this. It became Thermo King.
I'm glad you read it on ChatGPT. I'm actually.
I did. And I actually watched it from a YouTube video. The
No,
you know that.
I read books.
Yeah, he helped found the company Thermo King.
You submit that way, Jay.
We're going to let Viking finish, and then we're going to hear from somebody that's black.
So I'm going to say this: without Frederick Jones's ability, and in conjunction with Birdseye,
Can one of you
with
guys
AC.
give me like $20 on?
No. So without that invention, the entire South, the West, the Southwest, Arizona, all these places would still be unsettled today. They would not be the proliferation that there were, and many parts of the world.
If I was black, I would be talking.
Oh Jesus Christ! They you know what? I give up. Like, you know what, Cypher? Himothy, here you go. Frederick Jones worked in conjunction with Birdseye to actually help feed the fucking world. And they figured out the way to flash freeze it, transport it, and get it to you while building fucking ice boxes and delivering them, paying for people to have them all throughout the West and in the South, particularly with freed black people who are suffering under, guess what? Jim Crow. So Jones' invention literally opened up the entire industry that you have today and the ability to transport it. Now, it has evolved, but he's the first to have those constructs and build them up. But because somebody read it off of ChatGPT, typed in like, what do black people invent, and then read it off like they never bothered to actually name the person or actually have the history and understand how it worked in conjunction and how it propelled and uplifted one of the biggest brands of our modern age, which was Birdseye.
And Thermo
Thank you, Frederick Jones.
He also
Wait, hold on. I said black guy can go, but Matt, I was told that Matt is one of us now. He is a nigger, according to Pepe, so I'm going to yield the mic to Matt.
Matt's the biggest nigger on the stage. Go ahead.
I am.
Matt.
Yeah. I'm big and obese.
Holy fuck, Matt, you can talk?
Yeah.
Matt, welcome to the brotherhood, brother.
Thanks, brother. I appreciate it. No, I was going to mention, and this is not trolling either. I had mentioned it the other night when we were talking about this very topic, and people kind of laughed it off. But the doorknob, like, this is like, it's actually pretty big if you think about it. Like, you could, like, without the doorknob, just imagine trying to, like, get around, man. Like, that's pretty big. So that was in 1829. That was, you can look it up, Jacob Osborne. Now, he got patent. He made it just that much better, but it kind of just came out of nowhere, though. It was kind of gradually built upon. But he's the one that got the patent, man. He's a black man. So there you go. You guys got the doorknob. I think that's pretty big.
We need your number one pick, Black Folk.
You was that, Pat?
Actually, Matt, if you look up his patent,
Wait, hold on.
if you look his patent up,
Things are monumental.
I know.
it's nothing like a modern doorknob.
Art of war.
See, hold on.
I know that, Rich. It's a little shaky. Go ahead,
Matt, what year?
1829, yeah.
Yeah, but it wasn't slavery still going on at that time?
Pretty sure they had doorknobs before 1829, motherfucker.
They were gradually, like I said, I said they were gradually working on it. Like, so it was a work in progress, but this guy was like, oh, look at this. I'm going to patent this.
Yeah, but they were free.
Joe, it was a certain type of doorknob that never caught on, Joe, that never became popular, that died off in like fucking the time that he
But
fucking
he got
invented
it.
But yeah, he got
it,
a
Rich, and he probably made it better, you know, whatever.
he got a patent for a doorknob.
All right, so what you guys what's your number one invention? Let's get something on the board.
I would go with Jones for them if you're going to slightly.
Is this for the blacks or the whites?
Yeah, they have to come up with that on their own, though.
Yeah.
Are we going with,
They haven't done that for 400 years.
should we take internet? I mean, internet's pretty good.
You know what happened before the last 400 years?
I don't think that we can actually. I think
The
the problem
only
is
had
that
a
we
dark
have so much
age
going on.
in the medieval times.
Technology.
No, you can't count the internet. That was a
If you're
Jew.
not black,
Jews,
I don't
technically.
wanna, if you're not black, I don't want to hear from you.
So it has to be American.
Go ahead, blacks. Let's go. And then we'll go to C for hers. Go ahead, blacks.
I'm actually Negro, so. I'll
That's
just
only black people that was talking here.
No,
I'll-
we're going black.
no, ma'am. White males have already done their thing.
You're next.
Okay, well, shut your whore cracker mouth, bitch. Let's get that.
That's that. She was defending you, Peppy. That's okay.
I love her.
C.J.
I
Walker,
know, we love
1905, built a hair care empire, empowering women worldwide. 2, Granville Woods, 1887, invented the electric trolley system.
Okay, so hair care is your submission?
Garrett
Simon?
Morgan, 1914, asterisk, asterisk.
We're looking for one right now. Just one.
Can you guys not? You guys have to work together and discuss among yourselves for your submission.
Well, we can't let them do this thing. This is what Rich was talking about. Like, they say, like, oh, we invented the car.
I literally was condensing it down into like a
They didn't
1
have the
minute
car.
submission. You guys don't have
But I-
paper for that.
No, but we're doing it one by one.
We're doing it one by one. You guys gave fucking 20 different examples when you're in, sir.
No, look at the board up top. Transistors are number one.
No, that's not. No, that's you guys had 20 fucking different submissions.
Yeah, we're
by
trying to
5
pick
different
which ones are
motherfuckers.
It's called discussion and then consensus, and then we're gonna move on to the next.
Beaver, that's not fair, bro, and you know it, but that's cool.
Not fair.
Hey, it's all good. We know the nature. We know your nature. It's all good.
We mobbed you. Yeah, no, even Othello. Come on, man. How come you're not in the middle of all this?
Cypher.
You're always like
You know
some
what you're
big,
saying right
you know, crazy, you know, pro-black guy. Come on, Othello, get in there.
You guys can't give us one, and you're
He's got one. He's got one.
I got 10 of them. You won't even listen to the 10 in less than a minute.
We created the first, hold on, in the Congo, we created the first calendar, and we also have the earliest mathematical device called the Ishango bone.
No, we need real stuff. That's
Dated back, well, we have to start somewhere. Just like a lot of you guys don't even know about the Iroquois and how they helped inspire the founding fathers to unite under one.
So y'all's number one is the Ashango bone?
I think that's the number one because that's the number that was the first.
Put it on the board.
No, that's what he's saying.
Leave it to the black guy to act like history 300 years ago was a long time ago.
The first instance of mathematics and also the first instance of a calendar.
All right, but
All right, I picked it for you since you guys couldn't decide. It's 360.
Yeah, but mathematics were North African, basically people that were related to whites that split off from whites, and they were separated by hundreds of miles of impassable desert, unless you were going to go down the Nile.
No, and you would burn up inside in that weather, sir.
This was in the
So
Congo.
literally, you had basically people that were Eurasian that invented this shit. And like, look, we can look at
That's not true. This was in
Mesopotamia,
the
we can look
Congo.
at Egypt, we can look at hold on, we can look at Greece, we can look at the Romans. What do these civilizations all have in common? They're all right there in the Mediterranean. They can traverse to each other's territory relatively easily. Yet they were the, I guess you could say, foundations of Western civilization. Now, when the barbarians, which is primarily referring to the Germanic tribes, what's really funny about them is that these barbarians, once they were modernized, met with basically they were, when it comes to educational systems, when it comes to when they were introduced to a system that could foster a something conducive to having a productive society, they did thrive overall. There's no denying that. And if you look at like the last 500 years,
When they were civilized.
yes, when they were civilized, the last 500 years, I'm not a Northwestern European, but when it comes to, if we can like really look at who were the most innovative people in the last 500 years, primarily Northwestern Europeans, but of course we can look at the Spanish, the Portuguese. These are people that were, they dominated huge swaths of the globe.
Pepe, when was the last great black civilization?
There was never one that existed.
Othello,
Well-
when was the last great black civilization?
You have a lot. You have the Akan. You
The
have,
last one.
You know what I mean? You have a lot of different kingdoms that's found in Western Africa.
So what was the one that was closest to the time
where
we're
we're
at
at
now?
I would say check out the Akan.
What years are we talking here?
What year was that?
Hold on.
He doesn't know.
Because like if you go to like the Musas, like the Mansa Musa and all the Musas or whatever, That's like what? That's like the.
But Mansa Musa was fucking blue-eyed, straight hair.
If you guys are still talking about
black.
inventions for black people, I mean, we can just go to the Oldowantus. They're the oldest archaeological tools that have been found in all of the world. No other place has them, and they existed about 2.6 million years ago. And then from there, you've got the axe, got the Oldowan axe, and then if you really want to go through, archaeologists actually believe that the first iron smelting, which is a huge propellant going forward, was in sub-Saharan Africa. It didn't occur in Europe. It didn't occur in Asia.
What was the,
Which-
what was the last great black civilization? Yeah, that over.
Well, one of the things was not the doorknob, by the way.
I mean, what are you defining as a?
Not too
I'm talking
much.
about like Timbuktu, right?
Getting less hunger. But how is it Tuesday?
One mic on the white female. Go
Is
ahead.
everyone having a good Tuesday? How about that? I just want to know. Hey, Peppy.
My
is
Tuesday
Peppy
just
having a good
ended,
day?
actually.
I mean, no, honestly, like, I want to know, like, is everyone, how are you guys
Yes.
doing? It is,
Doing great. Doing great.
Yeah, doing great, doing great.
Steve, can
You're
you
doing
come up
great.
with an invention that white people that you like?
Songhai Empire 1591.
Steve, can you come up with one or no?
Songhai
No,
Empire
I can't. I just want to see how you guys are doing.
Okay.
Everyone's
All right.
Okay, wait,
I
wait,
mean,
wait,
so
wait,
if we're not gonna center the crazy one,
Oh, Viking.
I would say the last great, Mike, in answer to your question, it would probably be the Ethiopian Empire, it ended in
Are you
1974.
upset? Like,
Seven,
are you
not
angry? What's going on? Like,
I mean, you asked for the last great black American,
Viking, are you having
black
a good Tuesday?
empire.
Are you having a good Tuesday?
Like, listen, just go back to digging people's pockets for change or whatever it is you do. But if you're asking for like the last true empire, it would be the Ethiopian one, 1974.
They were never
They-
colonized, right? They were never
Yes,
colonized.
like, I mean, yes, they were never colonized in the essence that we would probably.
Like,
Are we?
fuck you, Viking.
Or Eritrea. Eritreans take it very personally whenever you call them Ethiopian.
You're an idiot.
Because we need to know what is an Eritrea.
You know, you can just
Do
hear
we all
it
know
on
what's an
Viking.
Eritrea?
Bros, nobody's
Turtle
cracking out.
talk shit. You're
Alright, so are we done with this exercise?
the devil.
Yes, we can see.
Yeah, black
I'm
bloc.
speaking for the blacks.
Talk shit to women. Don't do
We,
that.
our
Why
leader
do
has
that,
left.
Viking?
We can see, man. Our leader left.
Timothy,
I'm going in the
can I
flag.
take this on? Can I bash the white woman for a minute?
Why?
Timothy,
Why?
can we get Matt back?
Why? Viking.
Yeah, you don't,
Matt-
she's such low hanging fruit. Don't
Do we have Matt back?
Nah, I mean, you gotta ask Pepe for Matt back.
Fuck you, Pepe, too.
I
I'm
mean,
grateful.
yeah, okay.
Fuck you, Pepe. Fuck you. Fuck Viking. You guys
Yeah,
are
yeah,
losers
I know.
here.
I'm sorry, I wouldn't fuck you with like 3 of these guys' dicks, one of them pushing, one of them lying about it.
I actually want to keep Matt on the nigga side, man, because Matt's a good person, a good guy.
Alright, we
So
get
I
Sid.
don't
I
want
just
to
don't chase that sea snow bunny. Like, you don't want that
But once
STD.
again, Cypher, he failed. Okay, I brought up all of the claims which he will hold. The original Chinese dynasties, the original samurais, the original Jews, the original indigenous Americans, the Romans, the Spaniards.
And I remember when Pepe had a
Oh,
room
shush,
last
shush,
year,
shush,
and people
shush,
were
shush,
talking
shush,
shit
shush,
about
shush,
your
shush.
room, and everyone in Clubhouse
Okay,
was
hold on.
talking
You're
shit about
derailing.
you. They were talking all
Jesus
shit about
Christ.
you, Pepe.
Bitch, you're
And they were
derailing.
actually gonna sue you. There was a room.
Shut your white whore mouth, you stupid bitch. Now, you literally have.
No, Pepe.
Can you imagine, y'all?
No, Pepe.
So okay, I was right in the middle of talking, you dumb bitch. God damn, so rude. So, yeah, okay, but according to Cypher, also, the original, Iraqi,
You are
you know, I guess
fucking nuts on,
the
dude.
be-
Literally, people were talking
You
shit
know,
about you.
I don't advocate for hitting women as a guy, but I do understand
Yeah,
your
I know,
parenting. I
I was
empathize
thinking the
with you.
same. Like I was thinking the exact same thing. Man. Like, oh,
Why didn't you let
Yeah,
Pepe
this
say
is so obnoxious.
Well, she's not
Dude,
Move
representing
this
the
word to
white
the
race.
goo.
She's not representing the white race. Well,
Yeah, you can have her. And
Yeah, I, you know, if you get raped and killed by a bunch of niggers, I still wouldn't go to your funeral. I'd probably celebrate by smoking a cigar.
Come on now, Pepe. That was such
Pepe,
a
people were gonna sue you last year.
Come on, man.
You went to another room. You were gonna get sued. I believe you did.
Okay,
from what
yeah,
I
I'm gonna get
understood.
sued. All right,
No,
all right.
honestly, I want to make it clear. This is
It's something that can get into
Hold
the
on,
stomach
hold
after
on,
it's
hold on,
implanted.
hold on, hold on. Hold on, see.
And they were gonna sue you. You fucking
Hold on,
asshole.
hold on, hold on.
You come on and cut us.
This is a white infight.
Hold on. Hold on.
Grow up.
Hold on.
Let him crash out. Let him crash out.
No, wait, hold on, because this is important. I want to, hold on, because I just heard Pepe say, go along with the blacks, blah, 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 rape and all this other shit. But brother, just the other day, you were saying that wasn't a fair thing to say when the black man said that y'all do that shit, bro. So how is it 2 days later, you're now on the stage saying the same shit, bro?
What wasn't fair? What?
You said you said she go over with the blacks so they could just rape her and do all this other shit. Is that what you just said, correct?
No, I said it would be cool if she got raped by a black and killed. Yeah, nice.
But then you said the other day though, when the black man was projecting that on the white culture, you said that wasn't rape. And that's why you went out your way to call him a nigger.
No, statistically. So I believe this was yesterday or the day before. So you had these people who came in and they're like, hey, white people like to
was yesterday.
You like to do all of this shit. But then I was like, okay, well, let's look at the numbers. I've had this debate with these trolls a million times. Numerically in America, yes, whites will commit child sex offenses numerically at a larger number. But when it comes to the rate, African Americans are double proportional to their population, twice the rate. So it's kind of like, no, like if you were to basically have to judge somebody by just their race alone, there would be a high or at least a correlation when it comes to a black male that you're twice as likely to be raped by a black male versus a white male if you're a child. Absolute fact.
That's
they don't like it when I say that stuff.
Rape. You guys overrepresent yourselves in rape and sexual assault.
Yeah, it's not true.
They do not underrepresented.
No, it's 65
No, Pepe, that's not true, but
That's a white
No,
man.
it's absolutely true.
It's 65 to 70% white rapes and sexual assault.
No,
you have to do per capita.
no, wait, it was 50-some percent.
No, it's not.
Okay, now, if you look at the latest numbers, look.
No.
Hold on. Hold on.
Othello, you're 3 times more likely to be raped by a black person than a white person.
So, hold on.
Typically around 65%.
Sure.
Broader racial demographic.
Okay, but if you look at it, it's 50-some percent.
You overrepresent yourself.
No,
we are 3 times more likely to rape than we are.
No.
Yeah.
Per capita, you are. Per capita.
You faggots,
You're not 70%.
We looked at this 2 days ago. We did the math. I explained it per capita. You're almost 3 times more likely.
No, you guys are 65.
No, you're wrong.
You overrepresent yourself.
You're wrong. I don't want to go through it again. You're wrong.
FBI data. FBI crime.
Yes, do the math.
The blacks are a bunch of raping niggers. That's what's going on.
If you do that, okay, but if you do the math, okay, literally, you have black people that are highly overrepresented. Especially when it comes to kitty touching, about twice the rate of white men. When it comes to sexual offenses as a whole, it's about 3 times. It's as high as white men. These are the stats, and I understand. There's hard light skins. Literally, the FBI crime statistics. This is so goddamn retarded. But every time we can have data that's actually collected, you guys want to say, "Oh, bullshit." That's racist.
I'm looking at the data right now. FBI Crime Data Explorer will show that white individuals comprise the majority of total arrests for rape.
Total! Are you really doing this? Are you really proving?
You gotta adjust, man.
Are you really, Othello? Are you literally
He
proving?
doesn't recognize per capita.
Okay, you're doing the per capita.
Okay,
This
but
is
you
where.
guys are not 70% of the population. You overrepresent yourself.
Jesus goddamn Christ.
He's a smooth brain, Pepe.
If we look at the quote unquote white population, 6 or so years ago, the white population, it was like hovering around 60, but if you exclude people that are likely of MENA origin, Middle Eastern, North African, we're closer to 57%. We've probably gotten lower since then. On a per capita basis, and you have to understand, you have to, most Latinos, like if you get arrested, whatever, go to prison, they classify you as white, but your ethnicity is Mexican or Latino. Here they say in Arizona, for a very specific purpose, they put Mexican American versus Mexican national.
Because of all the illegals, Pepe.
No. It's so when you get booked into a jail or go to prison here, the Mexican nationals and the Mexican Americans are in entirely different camps, and so for security reasons, they have to classify them and make sure that they keep tabs of who everybody is. It's not.
Maybe you should let a fellow respond.
Okay, shut the fuck up. Who's speaking?
Dude, who the fuck are you, Pepe? Get the fuck off this app.
You can shut the fuck up. You spread out on every app while you get kicked out.
The reason I know you is because
only Gary's house.
No, Pepe, you don't want to hear this again because.
See, you were just sucking my dick a minute ago, but you get kicked out of every house.
I thought you would have cleaned your shit up by now, but you're
still a dirty dick. See,
you are sick, dude. You really should not be allowed this app.
Dirty dick.
I should not be allowed this app.
Amazing. Worse than
you
Rich.
should not be on this fucking app.
Amazing.
Fucking Rich.
We do agree that you belong in a mental hospital. See,
I don't know who this C woman is, but she's about to get a follow from
What do
me.
you think? You
She's a crazy bitch. Like,
but
she's the person that gets kicked down from every room.
I heard, like, they have rooms about Pepe. Pepe, sorry to bring up your old.
Go find yourself a man, bro. Shut your
Rob, let her
You don't want to hear about
for a
it.
while.
You must know this though, Pepe. You should, like, honestly, you don't want to deal with it. The reality is, like, you literally had rooms talking.
The reality is you're just single as fuck and you need to.
Whoever interrupts C and Pepe, this is between C and Pepe.
Because you're fucking, you like rape. You like talking about this shit.
Rape is amazing. If it wasn't for rape, I wouldn't be conceived. I think rape is a good thing. I owe my existence to rape.
Wait. Hold on.
Yeah.
Hold on.
Rape is
My
miraculous.
point is made, okay? Point made.
Well, see, here, I don't want to rape a woman because at the end of the day, if she doesn't want it, I just don't want to hear it with the bitching and nagging and her being, oh my God, raped. I don't want to hear it. I'm not going to make a victim out of you sluts. So, I don't know what it is, but I understand.
Pepe, you're a fucking loser, dude. You're a sick
Oh my God, I'm a
motherfucker.
loser.
Dude, you don't deserve. Honestly, you're disgusting. And I know more about you than I fucking would ever want to know. You're a sick fucking
See, you're stronger
bastard.
than this.
No, Pepe, honestly, I really don't want to even know. I honestly mean it. I want to make sure everyone knows you are sick, Pepe. And
Why?
You fucking are trying to talk over me. Because you know, Pepe, there's all these people talking about this. This is not, I honestly have to bring this up to your attention because, God damn it, it's pissed me off. Because
It's not my fault. Most men are scared to rape women. It's not my problem.
You told me when you fucking had other
You're a rape baby, just like me. Like Jesus Christ, you would not have been raped.
You got sued, motherfucker. You're a sick motherfucker, Pete, and you fucking know it.
Alright, don't rape it's too far. That's not doing that.
Yeah, not the grape word.
Wait, where's Pepe? Oh, man.
Yeah, this is bullshit. Whichever one of you niggers kicked me from the stage, that
It
is
was me.
bullshit.
It was me.
Okay,
That's so gross,
Those
Pepe.
were-
You need to
The rape
apologize.
joke, though, that's probably, I don't want to get Matt's house.
Yeah, okay, I get it. We're in Matt's house. Okay, fair enough. Look, I see you. You are the all. And you know what's funny is I make rape jokes because they're so inappropriate. They're so shocking. They're so it's for shock value. No, I'm not a rapist, and I obviously I was not conceived by rape.
Now you gotta convince us.
I don't have to convince you faggots of anything. But when I listen to you, see, I have to listen to you siding with a bunch.
How many people?
No, I listen to you, you dumb bitch. You literally side with a bunch of fucking third. You spend your whole day siding with a bunch of third world fucking jihadists. That's all you fucking do. You stupid cunt.
Sick person, dude. You're a sick person.
You are literally. Okay, tell me about. Okay, I'm just curious. Because you're such an advocate for the pound, you stupid bitch. When they were raping and killing fucking children, how did you feel about that? You seem to stay silent.
Let's move on.
That's weak.
She's gone, and the conversation is not healthy for the room. So it's best if we just talk about something else.
Yes.
So we get back to the great,
What were we talking about before that? It was actually good.
well, we were talking about the great doorknob controversy.
Might as well just start talking Israel, man. That's what y'all want to talk about.
Can we not do Jews? Like, man, I thought this was actually a historical, really great thing because we were going down like little shit that people didn't know. Like a lot of people
Let's
didn't
just
know.
talk about Israel, man.
I hate talking about the Jews. Like, can we stop? Just
I
one.
feel you, Vikings, but I mean that's
We have to get out of the way.
wanna hear, man.
We have to get out of the way.
Fuck, aren't they 2% of the population globally? Like, I mean.
No, they're 0.2%, but this bitch wants to bitch about them all day, every fucking day.
It's a healthier conversation than blacks going against whites and all this other rape shit that's going on in the room right now.
I just thought we were getting somewhere because we were talking about how inventions actually coalesced and work together.
What we're doing is the standard butter issues of Clubhouse. So we could do like reparations, we can do Israel. Like
We can't do doorknobs.
We talk about redwood.
Can we go back to COVID?
We can talk about anything other than what we've been talking about, man.
Why don't we talk about how women? Why don't we talk about what irredeemably women? Let me ask you a question. When it comes to women, do you guys not think that at the end of the day, if you're women or there's something wrong with them and how they operate, I 100% blame men.
How they can
Because
say
you guys
no?
permitted it. But I do see like this is a problem. I'm just curious. Maybe you guys want to talk about it. You don't have to.
Sure. So I don't want to. Early civilizations that created pyramids were all non-white. So Egypt and then South America, etc. What is your response to that?
Okay, when you say non-white, so at the time we would make it.
That's not necessarily true.
White is a new world concept. White is a new
So
world
we
concept.
can't even do. Okay, cool. So the Egyptians that built the pyramids.
They weren't the only ones to utilize pyramids in their like way back. We found like way north, like pyramid structures that actually underground. Asians had pyramid structures underground in South America and North America, where we believe we found one recently. So I mean, I think it was probably more of the geometrical shape. I don't think it was actually contrived. I just think it was one of the best weatherproof structures that would stand the test of time. And that was universally accepted.
There were no white people.
They weren't black.
They weren't black.
It could have been described as a shit pile.
Okay, that's the thing. Euro
That's
just said
my
it.
point,
Like,
right?
this is not black. So do
Or
you think
that it was
do you think
widespread
the blacks
use.
went to fucking? Do you think they
No.
taught the Aztec how to make fucking pyramids?
I don't know what Pepe say, but I mean, if you're asking me about the geometrical uses of the structure of a pyramid, I just think it's one of the simplest structures to build. Like even when we're doing survival tactics in the brush, we'll use like an A-frame, which kind of looks like a pyramid. We'll use that triangular structure to hold and fortify and give a peak. So, I mean, it's even common in your homes today. You're still using a version of, quote, a pyramid of sorts because it's the most stable structure to be against weather.
Yeah, I'm saying civilizations, non-white civilizations were.
So I don't know why.
Yeah.
And Pepe, I wanted to tell you something. I mean, it really is weird to me to compare like this about the black and white. And also, I saw that you forgot to tell many things about the Eastern innovation. So in last maybe 600 or 700 years ago, I think that you need to study a little more about that.
I didn't deny that. I didn't deny that. I said
yeah,
that.
I just wanted to tell something about my own country because this is something I know, but I'm sure
Okay, but
that
son,
all
the
of
Persians,
the
the Persians and the Babylonians. We can look at Iraq. We can look at the Egyptians. They were more advanced at one point in time than the Europeans. The Europeans, 1,000 years ago, or 2,000 years ago, were chucking spears. They were not much. Well, I don't want to say that, but they were. I'll compare them somewhat to Native Americans when we first encountered them. Yes, we did not invent what I would call civilizations in Northwestern Europe. In fact, I would say Northwestern Europeans were, in a large context, one of the last people to be quote unquote civilized. I'm not making that claim. I'm not trying to take credit for achievements and advancements that occurred before them.
Yeah, Pepe, I don't know why you keep using this term Northwestern Europeans. So the standard terminology is either Western Europeans or Northern Europeans.
Sure. The reason why is very simple. So if we were to look at like trade. Who was basic? Okay, so all along the Mediterranean, you had a lot of trade. You had the sharing of different knowledge and goods. Northwestern Europe, it's the furthermost extremity from the Mediterranean, at least in Europe, and so they were the quote unquote barbarians. They were amongst the last to be civilized. If we look at the people that were the first, like amongst the first to be civilized, they were this southeastern Europeans. Like you can't deny that.
No, I think that you're absolutely wrong. About the first civilization has happened in Asia, and I think that
no, I said the first civilizations in Europe were southeastern European. You cannot deny that. The Greeks and then the Romans.
Yeah, but they're not called
okay, yeah, and then in that time, if you wanted to go back, if you're gonna
how am I making this up? How am I making this? Which part am I making up?
Divisions. We have Western Europeans versus Eastern Europeans.
No, I'm talking about I'm talking about
Southern Europeans.
I'm talking about no.
What are we doing?
No, I'm talking historically. Okay, what we call today Eastern versus Western Europe is somewhat meaningless. What we can look at are the people that lived in Europe at the time. Hold on. We can look at the people that lived in Europe at the time. Okay, it was Rome is east. Rome is east. No, Rome is east of the north. Okay, Rome is east of the fucking the French. It's east of the pretty much a good chunk of fucking Scandinavia.
It's some imaginary thing that you're coming up with.
What are you? I'm not coming up with anything.
It's called Western Europe. It's never been called Eastern Europe. And your idea.
When did I say you fucking kike? When did I say that Rome was part of Eastern Europe? Like you fucking retard.
Eastern Europe. It's not
Southeastern Europe. It literally started. Okay. Which did the Greeks? Was it the
Greeks first, or was it the Romans first? Okay, I probably need to reconnect. My mic is probably low. Hold on.
You made up. It doesn't.
I don't know why you keep using this term Northwestern Europeans.
It's been a young.
Terminology is
Sorry, go ahead. No, go ahead.
No, this is bullshit. Okay, okay, first of all, what is further east? It is Greece, and I know I was Minnie Mousing, so you could just fucking talk over me, which was bullshit. Okay, it's further east. Then you get Rome. Okay, we look at the Roman Empire. We look at how it expands. Okay, what did the Romans consider the Germanic people, for example? Barbarians. Amazing. Okay, then who amongst the Europeans, who are amongst the last to end up being introduced to the technological advances that you ended up seeing in Europe? It was literally Northwestern Europeans. Yes, the English. We can look at the Dutch, the Scandinavians. We can look at all of these people. The Germanic people as a whole. Spain. I would say anybody that existed along the Mediterranean. They obviously had. It was easier to traverse. Amongst those
so you're
countries.
talking about North versus South again. So
North versus South and East versus West. Okay. Okay, but North. Okay, Jesus goddamn Christ, this is so simple. When it came to the advancements that were shared through trade along the Mediterranean, did it not spread both west and north?
Yeah, both. It went west from, let's say, India, and it went east from, say, Egypt.
Right, but he's talking about from the time of Rome.
Yes, from the time of Rome.
West and east.
Okay, from Rome. Did it not travel west and north? It obviously did.
No, it traveled west, north, and east, and completely surrounded the Mediterranean. That's what.
Okay, see, if you want to talk about the Byzantine, so you want to talk about the Byzantine Empire?
No, even before the Byzantine.
Okay, who introduced Christianity to the fucking north?
There's a reason why historians don't use that term. So you want to make up a new term, you're going to have to kind of...
What new term?
And the terms that are used to describe Europe are Western Europe, Eastern Europe, and Northern Europe versus Southern Europe. Not North, West, South, East. Rome.
Okay, I'm using quadrants. But what's really funny is at the same time. What's really funny is at the same time.
You fucking nerds are fucking.
You said that they make a differentiation between West and North and South. I'm breaking them up in quadrants because literally you saw at different times. Okay, because literally Northwest versus the Southeast. They're furthest from each other. You get differences. Now, I get it that especially the East versus West differences are I would say, probably more stark culturally. But it's still, at the end of the day, when it comes to a historical timeline, when these people were contacted, they absolutely differ.